It's pretty much impossible for me to talk about sex and intimacy and eroticism and relationships without the word trauma coming up. And even though trauma is a word that I feel has become very trendy and in many ways misconstrued, it's an important conversation to be having, especially when we acknowledge that there is collective and systemic trauma that we all are experiencing thanks to the systems of oppression and the patriarchal, capitalist, colonialist norms that we have all been steeped in. Never mind then the layers of direct personal trauma that we might have lived through in our upbringings, in our relationships. These can be developmental traumas, these can be shock traumas, it can be assault, it could be emotional. So a lot of spectrum to move within there. My basic way of describing what trauma is relates to how we experience it in our bodies. It's some threat coming toward us that is too much, too fast, too soon, and we do not feel empowered to or are truly unable to move out of the way of it. So much of the work that we do in exploring our erotic embodiment then is to locate and unwind those patterns where we have been in reaction to that too much, too fast, too soon, and I can't get out of the way. And we slow things down. We figure out what the right measure is. We determine the quickness or slowness, the pace that we move at, and cultivate resources as well as create new lived experiences where the thing that once registered as a threat can be uncoupled and you suddenly get so much of your life force back, so much capacity back to move in the world, to relate in the ways that you desire. The reason that I speak about this in the context of erotic embodiment is because I really, truly believe we are all erotic by nature, and that has to do with our sex, but it has to do with so much more. So this shows up in the way that we walk around our lives day in and day out. This shows up in our platonic relating as much as in romantic or sexual relating, personal life as well as professional life. There's nowhere that our embodiment and the ways that we hold trauma in our bodies are not impacting us. And so when we really get to go about an exploration of unwinding those patterns, growing new capacities, healing from the impacts of trauma, it has the potential to transform and to liberate us across every aspect of our life, sex and beyond. That's what's available to you. That's so much of what the work of Erotic Wholeness is about. And I look forward to you exploring some of the practices and the musings that I offer here, or leaning into deeper work with me if you're looking to unwind from trauma patterns within yourself. Feel free to leave a comment, reach out if you would like to learn more, and I really hope that this serves. Be well.